Hey Shazam. You on a mission? You on a mission to see what your caretakers did for you? You gonna check it all out? Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm taking a little stroll here with Black Leopard Shazam, who just got access to his free roaming habitat after caretakers have placed some enrichment for him. It was great timing. I heard the radio call right before I was going to go live, and I know we don't see Shazam quite often. We saw him on a TikTok live this morning, and I thought it was fitting that we also get him on a Facebook live today. Good morning, everyone. Good to see you all. Good morning, Sherry. Hi, Chizzy. Let's see what Shazam discovers. I know that they placed an ice cube, and I think they were carrying around some perfume too. Let's see if we can meet him up front here. Let's see. Good morning, good morning. Let's see what Shazam discovers here in his habitat. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Faith. All right, I see Shazam. Can you see him? Oh, here he comes. Shazam, what did your caretakers do for you? Hi, Maria. Everyone's saying hello to you, Shazam. It's good to see you, big guy. So like I said, Shazam just got access to his free roaming habitat after caretakers have placed some enrichment for him. It's a nice way to start your day, huh, buddy? We were on a TikTok live earlier, and Shazam was very kind and showed off his rosettes. He took a little cat nap in the sun. I'm glad we can catch him on all the social media platforms today. Shazam is one of our oldest residents and one of 2 black leopards here at the sanctuary. Lots of people saying good morning. Judy saying leopards are so cool. And Shazam is one of the coolest, I think. He's a pretty cool dude. Shazam is particular about people. He's not exactly the most trusting of people, although in his older age, he's a little more likely to hang around a bit. So I will be watching his body language this whole time because, as you all know, at the Wildcat Sanctuary, the cats come first. So I'll be watching to make sure he's fine with me hanging around, but he seems pretty comfortable. And he's checking out every single corner of this habitat to see what might be waiting for him. I do know where his ice block was placed, so I'll probably go walk back in that direction, see if I can meet him there. I'm sure he will find it. But he has this beautiful, beautiful habitat, perfect for a leopard. Lots of vertical space, horizontal space, obviously quite a bit of natural foliage. It is perfect for a leopard like Shazam. Plenty of places to hide, explore, and lots of high places too. Leopards as a species are known to be great climbers. Shazam is no exception, and he takes advantage of all of these platforms. He has lots of toys in here too. Alright, the ice cube, the ice block is up this way. Let's see if he's found it. I don't see him. He disappeared into the tall grass, but I'll show you where that ice block is. It is right here. I want to meet him halfway so we can look at that handsome man. Of course, Mansa is behind watching closely. Tiger Tarek, Shazam's other neighbor, is playing with his enrichment. All the cats here in Wild Woodlands got some enrichment. Well, if Shazam wants to stay hidden, that is okay. If you're just now joining, hello. We were hanging out with Black Leopard Shazam at the beginning of this live, although he disappeared into his beautiful natural habitat, which is completely fine by me. I know completely fine by all of you. And we will keep moving. I'm excited to see what all the cats do with their enrichment. I know today is ice blocks and some toys. I saw caretakers carrying some perfume with them too, so probably spraying a few things. People ask if big cats like catnip, and some do, but more so they love scents of all kinds, maybe spices or perfume. And Tiger Tarek is up on his platform with his huge tiger-sized ice cube. Look at that, Tarek. That's a fun piece of enrichment. It is getting pretty hot today, into the 80s. I'm sure one of our last days of warmer weather, but this is the perfect warm weather treat. And you might wonder how we make ice cubes that big. Those are made with Tidy Cat litter containers. Perfect for a big tiger of Tarek's size. I'll move more into the front here. Polina's sitting up front nice and pretty. We'll go over there and say hi to her too. Tarek, that's really fun. Looks like he might bat it around. Are you going to come say hi, big guy? Tarek is one of our mini tigers here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We are home to 130 plus rescued residents. And he is one of the biggest. Him and Tiger Noah probably are the biggest tigers and cats on property. I don't know exactly how much Tarek weighs, but I would assume probably around that 400 mark. He's a big guy. And his companion, Polina, who also is not a big fan of people, similar to Shazam. You don't always see her out, but she's right up front here. Hi, Polina. Did you see what Caretaker has made for you? Pretty lady. These two live together. Not all of our cats have companions. Some kitties like to live alone. But for Tarek and Polina, they enjoy living together. And they were companions before coming here too. But these two are rescues, just like our other residents here at the sanctuary. And they were formerly in our witness protection program, which is a program we have for cats whose legal cases are still active. We can't share those cats with you at that time. We never confirm how many cats we have in our witness protection program at one time. But for us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, for our staff, they are loved just as much as our other residents. We learn everything about them. And then sometimes, like in the case of Tarek and Polina, we gain custody of them and we can finally share them with you, share their stories. And that's the best part, because we loved Tarek and Polina while none of you knew about them, and now we get to share them with you. Right, Tarek? And that brings me to TIGERTHON. Oh, I see Dash having a blast. You can't see it yet, but Caretaker's put a stick in his ice cube and he has dislodged that stick and he is carrying it around his pool. But since we're over here with all of the tigers, like Tarek and Polina, Dash, I should talk about TIGERTHON because you guys made it happen. You made the match, which is just phenomenal. It's seriously so awesome. I know Judson says it, I say it, but it's hard to express in words just how grateful we are. I know we say it time and time again, but you make moments like this, like Dash trying to pull a stick out of an ice cube, possible. Huh, Dash? Look at you. Are you so thankful for all the people that gave during TIGERTHON? Yeah, you're on top of a ball with an ice cube in your mouth in your pool. How awesome is that? You're doing quite the balancing act right now. That's really fun. But yes, thank you everyone. That's great news. I'm glad we could share that news with you. You're a crazy dude, Dash. Look at you go. Whoa. Dash, as As you know, all of you followers are so awesome. I know you know all these stories just as well as I do. But if you are new here, we welcome new people. If you are new on this live, please let me know in the comments and I'll say hi to you. But Dash was found at just 3 hours old when we went to go rescue 4 other cats from Indiana. And we didn't even know he'd be there. And now, oh my gosh, Dash. Now he is a full-grown, almost 3-year-old tiger. I can't believe it's been almost 3 years with this crazy dude. Whoa, Dash. That was speedy, and you carried the ice cube all the way. He never fails to make us laugh. Even when he was little, he's kept that fun-loving energy. Yeah, you're crazy. One of the media interns and I were remarking the other day that he loves toys like his mom Winona does. And watching him chew on a barrel, it's hard not to be reminded of her. He dropped the ice cube. You got it again? You found it? Are you celebrating that we made our TIGERTHON match? And we went above and beyond it? That's so awesome, Dash. Yeah, it was fun to share all the tigers. Dash was on our teen takeover day on Thursday. And if you happen to miss any of it, obviously TIGERTHON is over, but you can go back to our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of our social media platforms and rewatch all the fun. Or you could watch the fun right here because Dash is having a blast. And I turned around and also Lilac-er Alyssa, who we don't get on a live post too much either. Shazam and Alyssa. What a treat. She is working on a blood sickle right now. Alyssa, also on the subject of TIGERTHON, if you missed the last live post of TIGERTHON, which would have been a sunset stroll on Sunday, Judson got Alyssa caroling on camera, which was absolutely incredible. I was not at the sanctuary, but I was watching the live, and it sent chills through my body. We don't hear Alyssa carol, and it was a full carol. He got it on camera. Alyssa is a rescue lilac-er, meaning she is around 75% lion, 25% tiger. She is a hybrid cat. And so she's caught in between 2 worlds, which is ultimately extremely tragic. This is why hybrids should never be bred. They're only bred for profit. And she's caught between 2 worlds, and so we don't really know what language Alyssa speaks, if she speaks lion, if she speaks tiger. It seems like she's a little bit of both, but she showed off those lion genetics quite beautifully on that live post, and it was awesome to see. And it seems like lots of other people are concurring with me, Alyssa, that it was great to hear you sing. Kendra saying Dash is going to be so confused when the stick and ice separate. I know. I wonder what he's going to think. He's going to be like, where'd the ice go? But he keeps dunking it in the pool, so I think the ice will be gone sooner than later. And Alyssa, like I said, is working on a blood sickle, which is the perfect snack for a big cat. It feels like it is closer to 80 right now. It is quite warm. So it's nice to see Alyssa enjoying her treat. But Alyssa was rescued from Tiger King Park, along with 3 other cats that we have here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, White Lion Sisters Lana and Aurora, and White Tiger Thor Jr. And Tiger King Park, they didn't have a lot before they came here, but now Alyssa is loving life. As you can see, she's showing off, she is proving it. She lives in this habitat where she can watch her neighbor Dash, who is watching me in true tiger stalking fashion. She shares a wall with tiger cub Nova. Pretty girl. Also not the biggest fan of people. She doesn't not like people. She just likes to turn away from the camera. We get lots of requests to get Alyssa on a live post or to see her on social media. And trust me, we'd love to share her with you, but sometimes she likes to say otherwise. She typically likes to turn her head when the paparazzi's around, which is fine. We laugh about it. We know her patterns. Yeah, Dash. She's not like you. She's not up at the fence. But that's the beauty of Sanctuary, right? You get to make your own choices. You get to choose if you want to be inside or outside or run around, see people or not see people. We'll keep making our rounds because everybody here in Wild Woodlands got some enrichment. This is Alyssa's habitat where we just were. We're going to round the corner, and the first tiger we will see is Nova. I see her caretakers who just placed that enrichment watching. It's good to see them enjoying their hard work too. Let's get into the comments here. Let's see. She is working on her blood sickle, just like Alyssa. You have lots going on in here, Nova. You have toys, you have a pool, you have a blood sickle. So many choices. And it looks like she did take a dip in that pool. You can see the water splashed out of it. She has settled down with that blood sickle. Kelly saying she was so loud and has a beautiful song, referring to Alyssa on that live post. It really was phenomenal. Lots of people saying that it was awesome. And I agree. Jeannie saying Nova has grown so much so fast. I know. I look back on videos of Nova and I can't believe she was ever that tiny. Same with Indy. Same with Dash. All of them. Even the Lion Pride. It's pretty phenomenal to see how much they've grown, how far they've come here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And for me, and I know everyone else here too, to think about what their life might have been like versus what it is like here. It's nice to reflect on that sometimes. You all make such a big difference. And it's really special to see, even in moments like this with Nova. And as far as other special things, another update in addition to you all being just incredible, making that TIGERTHON match, is also little Bengal Dahlia, so much smaller cat on the other side of the sanctuary. We found a mass on her recently. And in our e-news that went out this morning, we shared an update with you all. If you are signed up for our e-news, then I know that you've probably seen that. If you aren't signed up for our e-news, I definitely encourage you to do that. That's where you can get all the sanctuary news first, before anyone else. And we will be sharing that update on Dahlia later, so stay tuned. Little Bengal Dahlia was rescued along with her companions Bestie, Riku, and Xena. She lives with them, and so it's a good update. I'll tell you that. I'll give you a spoiler. It's a good update. Nova. Nova. Oh my gosh. Throwing the blood sickle into her pool. And now she is diving. She is bobbing for the blood sickle. I think it might evaporate though. It might just completely melt into her pool. Oh, Nova. Where did it go? You're making that pool dirty. I'm sure your caretakers aren't too happy about that. They're laughing behind me. Nova, Nova. It's gonna disappear. Oh, well, it's still holding on. We're getting a bobbing tiger here. Oh, Nova. Blowing bubbles. I'll be quiet for a moment. We can all enjoy this together. It is slowly melting. You better grab it, girl. You better pull it out of there if you want any blood sickle left. All those toys floating around. You really have everything you could ever want, huh, Nova? Living the good life. She still has a little bit left. Alice saying Nova wants to be a fishing cat with sushi. I know, we were joking that we have many fishing cats here at Sanctuary. Many of those being tigers. Our resident fishing cats, we have multiple. Girl, you are crazy. You are fishing. That's funny. We'll let Sushi know. We'll let Sushi know that she has some competition. Let's see what everyone else is saying. Lots of people laughing, saying Nova's a character. Sue Barton saying Nova is copying Dash. She is. All these young tigers love to stick their head underwater. Thor Jr., Indy, Nova, Dash. And she's munching on that last bit of blood sickle. I think we should go say hi to Indy, making our rounds here. We started with Shazam. We went over to Tarek and Polina, Dash, Nova, and now Indy. What a good circuit. This is making me smile today. I think she might have a blood sickle too. Hi, Indy. Are you working on that blood sickle? You sure are. I'll come to you. I'll come to you. Indy's here. Daisy's on this side. Daisy got some enrichment too. Oh, that's a big blood sickle. So this is how large Nova's blood sickle was before she dropped it into her pool and it completely dissipated. Indy, it's smart of you to keep that out of your pool. Lots of people saying, hey, Indy. Someone asking how old Thor Jr. is. I believe he is around 4 years old. Kendra saying there has to be a way to translate bobbing for blood sickles into a human Halloween party. Yeah, we should make that a Halloween theme. It does sound, blood sickles sound gruesome, but our cats, they have species-appropriate diets. They eat raw diets, and you can see it. They love it. It's perfect for a tiger on a warm day. Indy. Indy's another tiger where her fate could have been a lot different. A man in Arizona was trying to sell her on Facebook Marketplace for $25,000. When authorities intervened, they found her living in a dog kennel in the man's closet at just 3 months old, which is really awful. Definitely no way a tiger cub should be living. Indy was cared for wonderfully by Southwest Wildlife before coming here to the Wildcat Sanctuary, where she's been for many months now. Now around a year old. She still has a lot of growing to do, physically and in maturity. We have quite a few young cats here now at the sanctuary. They sure are a lot of fun to watch. And we've all gotten to watch them grow, which is just so special. They are here enjoying a life full of specialized care, dependable care, surrounded by people who respect them and love them, and of course, surrounded by all of your love and support. All of our awesome TWS family. You gonna try to move that around, Indy? It's pretty big. You might have to keep working on it. Sweet girl. Lots of people saying Indy's growing up so fast. She is. She really is. Her and Nova are around the same size now. I'd probably say getting up to that 200-pound range. I know the lion cubs are probably a little heavier than Nova and Indy. I can't say for sure, but I know that they are around 200 pounds. We'll go see Daisy, an adult tiger. You can kind of compare the two. Indy, Nova, and how big they are right now versus Daisy, who's an adult tiger. I'm sure her caretakers have put her enrichment by her pool, just like the other cats. Let's see, Miss Daisy. Looks like our internet's holding on too, which is fantastic. There she is, just like I predicted, up on that platform with her own blood sickle. She's made a little bit of a dent on it. But if you didn't know, enrichment is very important, high up on the list here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. That is a very big priority of ours, and we try to give the cats enrichment every single day. There are caretakers assigned to enrichment every single day, and so all of the cats really benefit from that. They get tasty snacks like this, or maybe scent enrichment, scatter feeding, toys, boxes, you name it. And it's really good for their physical well-being, their mental well-being. Being in captivity, it's our responsibility to make sure that their physical and mental well-being is top-notch. and our caretakers do a wonderful job at that. We always say that we want tigers to be in the wild too. We wish Daisy didn't have to be here, but our cats are non-releasable. We can't set them free just because of the nature of things, their life, how it went, being brought into this world for profit. They unfortunately can't go back out into the wild, but we are doing our best as a rescue and sanctuary to make this a wild at heart life, perfect for a tiger, or a cheetah, or a leopard, or whatever species is here. And speaking of different species, I have to turn around because the 3 wilds are out and showing their faces. Oh, I see 2. Oh, and there's number 3. Oh, Rainier. We have Tacoma up front in this left front corner. Rainier in her den. Hi, Tacoma. I won't get any closer. Yeah, handsome. We have a new media intern, Brianna, and we've been going over identifying all the cats with her. Stephanie, our existing media intern, you all probably know her by now, but she's been helping Brianna. Me and Judson have been helping Brianna, and the cougars especially can be very challenging. As TWS followers, I'm sure you feel the same way, that the cougars can be harder to ID. But Tacoma in this group has a very wide nose bridge. Rainier has a much narrower face than her siblings. Tacoma says, I'm going to block that face. I'm going to go in this den. Crazy kitties. Rainier has a much narrower face. She has a lighter features on her face too. And then Quincy, who's at the back of the enclosure right now, looks very, very similar to Rainier. But like many male animals, he's just a little blockier, a little more dense. He has bigger cheeks than Rainier, and he's just a tad bit darker in the face. He also has a notch on one of his ears, so that can be a way to ID him, but that can be hard to see, especially from a distance like this, since he's at the back of the habitat. But I feel like, Rainier, you have a nice little dainty face. I shouldn't say dainty. You're not a dainty cat at all. But compared to your brothers, you look a little more dainty. You do. And these 3 were wild-born cougars that were unfortunately orphaned, and that's why they're here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. But they're loving life, just like the rest of the residents here. I love this den box. I love passing by it to see how many cougars are squeezed in there. Usually all 3 can get in there, especially when it's raining. I'll notice them in there. But always at least 1. Always 1. Right, Rainier? Pretty girl. And it is getting hotter. The cats are finding shade. I'm sure those cats that were just enjoying blood sickles will start to find shade or go into their indoor bedrooms. So on that note, I think we'll wrap it up today, but be sure to stay tuned for that Dahlia update. And once again, thank you for donating to TIGERTHON, where your donations were tripled. We met the match, exceeded it, and you're helping all of the cats. The tigers that we shared, Rainier right here. You helped make this mission possible. So thank you, and we will see you tomorrow.